gratitude, health, and abundance to all who enter here. Peace, peace. This is EI Keontae Infinite. And really, it's EI to the youth, right? Like, I'm Keontae Infinite to my peers and to those who are older than me. But those who don't know, EI is Yoruba for mother, and the churn regard me as their additional mother to the ones they were born with. So I'm here with my good sister, my baby mama, Keisha. Welcome. I give thanks for you, and this whole session is, Keisha and I have been on this beautiful journey of healing self. And in that journey, it's not always pretty.
Never.
It's not glamorous. I'm talking tears. I'm talking cursing people out. It's been all of that. It's been times where you don't want to get up out the bed. You don't want to leave your house. Like, it's been all of that.
Right.
And so this past weekend, we raised a little girl together. She's really 3, but in the dumbed down paradigm, she's 2. We'll get into that later. But Ujima Simone, and she's been such a beautiful gift to my life. I give thanks for you for even trusting me to be able to raise this young one.
Right.
And I just wanted to say, I salute you. Just the fact that you could take, I guess, like a step back and say, I don't have what she needs right now. I'm going to allow her godmother to raise her. Speak on that.
Correct. When it come down to me specifically saying that I don't have what she needs, is because growing up, I didn't get the love and the nurture and
For sure.
even though it was put out there as if it was love and I do love and I would never do anything to harm you, but the words didn't meet the actions.
Gotcha.
So with that being the story of my childhood, I wasn't never able to be a child. So I was forced.
That's why you cook so well and clean up so good.
Well, moving forward, I must say that I give huge thanks for Keontae Infinite. She has been there for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And gosh, y'all, she is so amazing and brilliant. When you find people that love you from a genuine place, hold on tight, because we all need it.
I was forced to be, a woman before it was time. And the whole childhood got deleted.
Wow.
No high school prom, no being able to be myself, no being able to, go to cheerleader practice or do all the things that girls do.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I grew up not knowing what love was. So when I see love around me, it was like a blur. So, to see girls with their parents or girls with their mom and they have this amazing bond that I didn't have with mine.
Right.
It was more so to say, like, it didn't create jealousy, but it created more like a hurt. So to go to not know love is to rebel.
Yeah.
So with me rebelling against the whole situation, it was like I never wanted that for her. I never wanted, because it took for someone else to be able to recognize that you cold-hearted. So when it took for somebody else to say that to me, all the while I thought I was right.
Yeah.
I thought the way
it was your normal, right?
Right. So I thought the way that I showed love was the correct way, when in fact it was really just a cover-up.
So you cooked the best meals.
Right.
You kept a clean house. You kept
still
them
do.
in nice clothes. Like, you did that. But as far as like affection, there wasn't.
There was no affection with me. It was always cold-hearted, which is why majority of the time, I get with men and it don't work. Because I didn't know how to tap into the emotional side of myself. So it was more so to say, when you want emotions, I had none to give.
Gotcha.
So when you want to cuddle, I don't know how to cuddle. If you want to kiss, I'm rejecting because I don't know the true terms of love. And even if you tried to show me, I felt like it was wrong, so I didn't want to deal with you at all. So
you pushed them away.
correct. So I did all the things to make you not want me.
Sure.
While I was thinking that was the right thing to do, but only because I didn't know that side. I didn't know the feminine side to a woman. So when it came down to Ujima, me having Ujima, of course I knew that having her was new beginnings. I knew that because it was already told to me, it was shown to me that it was new beginnings. Now, along the way, it wasn't easy, but I knew that in the end, it would be the greatest reward. So having her, knowing that what I went through previously with my son, of him going to his grandparents, and they tell me, they called me one day and they said, Keisha, you know, Maurice was cold-hearted when we got him. So I automatically go into defense mode, and it's like, well, what you mean he was cold-hearted? He was cold-hearted because I raised him, but my raising was wrong.
When you say wrong, like I tell the young ones at the learning center all the time, when we put judgment on ourselves like that, I don't even know that it really helps us to grow. And so I don't think it was a matter of right and wrong. It was just what you had at the time, right? Because even with our mothers, like we've been uncovering some trauma and some hurt, but not for the sake of blaming them and saying what they did was wrong, but for the purpose of saying, like, if there's a tree that normally produces pecans when it's a healthy tree, but now it's not, where do we go to give the fertilizer? We give it to the root. So we're uncovering this trauma with our mothers and even grandmothers, if you had that relationship too, to just go to the root and heal from the root.
But the greatest relationship was with my grandmother. The bond I had with my mom could never compare.
Wow.
Like my grandmother on my mom's side was my outlet. She was the mother for me. Like I told her things I couldn't tell my mama.
Yeah.
You know, so she was my outlet. So
how old were you when she became an ancestor?
I was 16.
Right. From jump. I've been a G since.
Right.
She came into my life to remind me of that. Right? And so everything you just said to me about I had the tools to show her love and affection. Right. Because I love me some love. You know, I'd be like, man, give me some love, kid. Come on. I'll sit there and hug you for 2 minutes.
But be mindful, when I first met her, I was not open to that.
No.
I
still hugged her though.
Right, but I wasn't open to it because it's like, damn, every time I come around, she want a hug. Yeah. Like, I'm not with all of it.
And you used to give me that little church shit, like, pop, pop, pop.
Because tapping into my emotions was something that was big for me, because you got to also understand, everything that I ever cared about always left. Or everything I always cared about always got ripped away. So it's like, that's a side you don't want to tap into.
Yeah.
You know, so it was better to not even touch that. Because if I didn't touch that, then I didn't know about that.
So now it makes I knew, by the way. You see, I didn't text your ass back.
Right.
Keisha sent me a scathing text. But I'm going to tell you this. I received it all in love because I know how much you love me.
Right.
So I'll say this. This is what happened. So in me working on the majorness energy that is capital M, capital E, me, this time of year for me is always hella reflective.
Right.
Like everything that's not fun and not spontaneous, I don't want it. Because this is the time of my hibernation.
Right.
And in that hibernation, hibernation for me isn't sleep.
Okay.
In that hibernation, I'm secluded. I'm by myself. I'm walking down a busy fucking street, but by my damn self. I'm not tethered by anyone and anything.
Right.
So it was Wednesday, because Wednesday is my birthday.
Right.
So in Ghana, they have Ghanaian day names, right? And you're named based on the day of the week that you were born. So I was born on a Wednesday. Wukuada, eh.
Right.
So my name is Ekuya.
I heard this concept about celebrating. You know how your birthday comes, right?
Right.
When your birthday comes, you be on such big energy.
Right.
Celebration, like, yes, let's get it.
Not me.
Right?
Birthdays and holidays for me have always been sad days for me. Majority of the time, whenever holidays or birthdays come, I'm always home and I'm always in the bed because I never truly had family to enjoy birthdays or holidays with. So those are the most depressing times for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but that's why I said they aren't for me.
We talked about this. But for me, when my birthday comes, the energy is super high because I'm about to go out.
Correct.
Me and my girls, we
Right.
about to dress up. Like, it's a whole big vibe, right?
Right.
So imagine if we celebrated our birthdays, aka our renewal, regeneration, growth, all
Right.
of that. We celebrated it every week on the day we were born.
Right.
So on Wednesdays, I get very reflective. I just go inward, right?
Right.
And in me going inward this past Wednesday, G and I kept her out of school, right?
Right.
We went and ate brunch, me and my
Right.
gal, because that's how we do. We talking because that's how we do. People literally
Right.
stopping like, how old is she? Because she's having full conversations. But you know, that's how she do.
Right.
And I told her, I was like, G, we going to your mom's house after this. She was like, okay, I'm excited. She was ready to see me.
Right.
Bring her to you because in me being in this season that happens after my birthday, before winter solstice, it comes.
Right.
I say to you, hey, I need to swap roles with you. I need you to become the primary caregiver and let me be your relief.
Right.
Because before it was the other way around.
Right.
And I sensed in your text
Right.
the fear of everything I love leaves me. And you said, don't do this to her. You were like, I can take it.
Right. I
But
can.
don't do this to her.
Correct.
Was your compliment your comment because in your fear, you projected it on me. So you thought that I was like down in the dumps. Let me tell you.
No.
Look, wait.
No. Wait.
Because Shaya told me.
Wait.
Talk about it. I want to hear it.
It's not that I thought that you was down in the dumps.
Okay.
But throughout my whole process of me becoming somebody different,
Yes.
you held my hand. So I felt like as a sister, I'm supposed to hold space.
Hold space, but not my hand.
Right. But also, too, reminding you that if you help me get through it, sometimes it's not about what is being done. It's about what's being said.
True.
So even when you came here Wednesday and you bought G to me, yes,
Yeah.
I was terrified. But Spirit came to me and Spirit was like, if it come down to it, you can do it.
Yes, Keisha.
But don't let her waddle. Like it was like I couldn't let you waddle.
Yeah. Let me tell
in
you,
the
I don't
spirit,
waddle.
in
I
my-
had that one time and I so appreciate you for picking me back up then. Helping
right.
to pick me back
We
up.
all need a reminder.
Right? Because typically, I'm in the clouds, baby.
Right.
I allowed, this is why I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to Keisha's house as soon as I get back in town.
Right.
Because I need her to know, for me, you just let me fly. And if ever,
But the old me
talk about it.
would have never gave a fuck about what type of mood you was in. It would have been brain G and fuck it.
And fuck you.
No. I would have never said fuck you.
Okay.
But I would have said, I'm her mama. It's my job. It's my duty. Like, that's the old me.
Right.
The old me would have never tapped into my feelings about it. I'm going to tell you what tapped me into my feelings.
Talk about it.
What tapped me into my feelings was the fact that G wouldn't eat. All day long, she walked around saying, Mama, I'm mad at y'all. I'm trying to work.
Yeah, true. Because you work from home.
So with me working is Mama, I'm mad at. I said, G, Mama working. But Mama, I'm mad at y'all, Mama.
Bless her heart.
Like, I want to go to my house, Mama. So the thought of her feeling like she can't breathe without was a problem for me because I've been there. So where, and it goes back to what I said, where I've loved people and they all been taken, or I love people and they walked away from me. So it's more so to say, like, even though we didn't feel like it would be an issue because we, you know, we both parent her, but you didn't see what I saw.
I'm gonna tell you though, with G, I see that at home. If I don't, and so you see my expression didn't change. It's because G, you know, G's a master manipulator. Let me tell you. Oh, I'm not saying that she didn't feel it deep, but this is what I'm telling you. What happens at home? If I don't give G the energy she wants, let's say I'm talking on the phone, G-Ma will throw out, "Yeah, I'm not talking to you. I'm mad at you."
No, it wasn't that.
So look, I know that you saw real tears. I'm not saying that you didn't.
I didn't see tears. I saw tears, but it wasn't just tears.
Talk about it.
I know about the fits. I know when I'm on the phone, it's always the extra. No, that was different.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And
She's been with me from a month and a half. It's understandable.
Right. But the crying to sleep, when you don't, when she's not able to talk, or if she, like that day when she talked to you, I was thinking, this girl bawled out because you hung up. Like, she literally got on the same couch
forever, and she would not take the off.
She got on the same couch and cried herself to sleep.
Yeah.
And woke up talking about it. So it was that was a different vibe for me.
So
I'm used
is
to
that
her.
What made you think that, like,
I knew you wasn't gonna just leave her.
I know, but I'm saying, is that what made you think that something was wrong with me? Like something.
That's your gal. Like,
did that make you worry about me?
Yeah. And I know you don't like when people worry about you because that's not who you are. You
look.
You free spirited, but
right.
Also to touch bases, even when it come down to Lachelle.
Yes.
We both was worried. So
because you two created a frenzy. And y'all both fed into it. So like, I just was with Lachey at the parade, and she was like, "Damn, I be telling myself not to speculate."
Right.
And I'm gonna say this because I said it to Lachey, and I'm saying it to you. When you speculate on me in the future,
it always turned out to be something.
Always speculate on the positive.
Right.
If you speculate to the negative, you put yourself in a hell till you find out.
We didn't speculate on the negative.
Talk about it, because Lachey told me a whole bunch of shit. I was like, whoa.
We didn't speculate on the negative because, truth be told, Lachelle was just, I don't like when she in the space. Like, and don't get me wrong, she said it. I you know, this is my sister. You know, that's my baby sister. My sister goes through this, but I hate it. I hate it when she in this space because then she was like, no, I ain't gonna call. But, and I get it. Everybody needs space because I have my times when I get to that point where I don't want to talk or I don't want to see nobody. And we just had that discussion. That's where I was Thanksgiving. I didn't want to see nobody. I didn't, you know, holidays are always hard for me. So I never really want to see people.
Right.
So I knew that Keontae was cool because Keontae don't like when you worry about her. So I know that. But
I'm going to tell you why. It's just because I don't worry.
Right.
So when people put their worry on me, I be like, get that shit off me.
Right.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Go ahead, but
yeah.
I think it's the sudden shutdown that got both of us because she said that she was like, Keisha, she just shut down. But after she left your house that night when you bought G clothes,
right?
She said my sister came and, you know, we watched TV and woo. But it was also too, even though y'all text back and forth, it wasn't the same for her because that's not the Keontae. She like when you vibrate high. We all do. You know.
So I'm gonna tell you. So mental illness, and really I like to say mental wellness, right? The picture doesn't look the same for the same people.
Right.
So your depression is not my depression.
Right.
Your depression is you don't really want to see nobody. You not really going nowhere, right?
Right.
My depression, because I literally am the fucking battery.
Right.
For 30-something kids.
Right.
For their parents. For my parents. For all these people in the community. Like, literally, people in the community call me for shit that they need, call me to check on me.
Right.
There's constant communication with me and a whole gang of people.
Right. So
Depression
so basically when you're in them places, you like to be around people.
No. So depression for me is when I have too much on me.
Okay.
I got too much responsibilities and I can't fly like that. So I'm literally being
said
pressed.
that the other day though.
She
was
said
like,
it. Why? Because I was out here.
Keisha!
Keisha!
She said, Mommy, I want to fly. Me and E are going to fly like a bird. And she fly. Okay, go ahead, fly.
Because we some motherfucking birds. We some eagles in
That's
this
what
bitch.
you want to do. And she kept saying that. Me and my E are going to fly, Mama.
So I'm going to tell you. Because you going to be my ally in this shit going forward.
Okay.
All right? When I go into these spaces, from here on out, think the caterpillar's journey into a butterfly. That caterpillar been crawling around like
Believe
a
it or
little
not.
worm, right?
Okay.
But eventually, when it goes into that chrysalis, goes into that cocoon, it undergoes what's called apoptosis, which
Right.
is cell death.
Right.
So all these caterpillar cells are dying to make way for these little
butterflies.
butterflies. I mean, sprouting wings, big ass antlers, like a totally different being. Right? Of course, there's going to be pain in that transition because people don't recognize you anymore.
Right.
But every time I get light, from here on out, I want you to say, oh shit.
Just stay light.
Being light is to become your greatest self. And in order to become your greatest self, you have to be light to become fully free.
Is about to create the amazing.
Right.
Because every time I go into these spaces, that's what I come out to do.
When you come out, you become your greatest self.
Keisha, look at your
and that's
journey.
good.
You was living in your car when I first got you.
Mm-hmm.
When you went within, because that's all it is, it's just a journey within.
Right.
When you went within, you came back out and look around, yo.
Yeah.
In that fucking bomb ass Jaguar.
And I knew I was coming out.
You knew it.
Me some time to text you back, or you to text me back.
Right.
But it felt different.
Cause you was in your worry. That's why.
Because
And then you go, Keontae, this has been my life, Keisha. So you really helped me. You and Ujima have really helped me to be like, Keontae, what the fuck? You got this shit. You
but
know
in
what
your
you're doing.
defense, though, I felt like I didn't do enough. It was like, because you gotta realize, from a person who always overthink every situation, I'm one of those people. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
And with certain things, I feel like I'm not doing my best, so I feel like I'm not applying as much as I can apply to it, and it's only because I'm being lazy. Like, so like, and you got to understand where I come from when I say that, because like, I've had things happen to people that was real close to me.
Gotcha.
And when they was in the space, I ignored it.
I feel you.
So
I knew it was coming from love.
Right. So when I ignored it, it resulted in death. So it was like, only if you would have took it into consideration. So now it's like, I don't want to be there anymore, because when the call came, I was in my own, like, whatever, like, it's all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, call him back tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I called her back tomorrow, and it didn't end well. So
call her back tomorrow. Like, you couldn't call her.
I couldn't call him back tomorrow.
I got you.
Or I couldn't, and her too, I couldn't call her back.
True.
So in those cases, it always throw a red flag for me, because I know I felt like I could have done more. Like,
Gotcha.
I don't dwell on it. I don't beat myself up about it, because I did miss calls, but I just know in that moment I could have done more.
I received
and I didn't choose that option. I chose to just do what I wanted to do.
Right.
With, if y'all genuinely gave a damn, you would have applied yourself. But you didn't, because you was just in your own world and you didn't care. Their problems was their problems, but you could have did more.
Got you. Girl, I was in Charlotte this weekend. I
already knew you was
Let me
going.
tell you.
I know you like to be free.
I had a whole love-making session, and there was no penetration.
Ain't gotta be.
It was a damn massage that, like...
I can believe it. Yeah, like, and sometimes it does the body good to be free to get away from the everyday lifestyle.
Especially when you've been building something like UASC International for these past 7 years. I have to go away to get away, to get peace, to feel free and unencumbered.
And you know what? I don't know why I didn't think that, because I had to move away to get my peace.
Yes, you did.
So I could have been wrong on my behalf, because I solely thought about myself in that situation.
It's not a wrong. Because like I said, I received it all in love. I didn't text you back because I was like, I'm living big ass energy. I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow.
And I'm glad that you was able to get that outlet to be able to just because it took me a year and what, 3 months,
right,
to gain peace. So
I literally live in peace.
Right.
There's been some circumstances that brought me out of it this year. And I'm gonna tell you, a big part of it was, 2020, the year of clear vision, right?
Right.
2020 was phenomenal for me.
Correct.
It was so great though, because that's my normal fucking pace. Like I move at that pace, but in the rat race, that pace is called slow.
Right.
That pace is like, you gotta speed up. What are you doing? You're not doing enough, right? But a person like me, see, I'm a superhero.
Right.
So my
take on a lot
superpower-
daily though.
Absolutely, but my superpower is razor sharp focus.
Right.
So literally, if I need to move some shit, I'm just gonna breathe. I can't be multitasking with 12 things. It's gonna be for so long,
Right.
that I can juggle some shit. But I'm not a fucking juggler. I'm not a clown.
Right.
So 2020 was so phenomenal for me because I could razor sharp focus the shit out of everything.
Right.
And everything I touched was just like growing. Then 2021 came and the rat race returned. And we moving back kind of like at a faster pace.
Right.
And all these things are coming my way.
Why do you think it happened that way though?
Because, I mean, just the very nature of 2020, like, we never closed as a school, as a learning center.
Right.
But we did have some young ones that went online, right?
Okay.
So that means less children on campus.
Mm-hmm.
That means, because we have less children on campus, instead of school starting at 8, let's start it at 9. Like, we had way more flexibility. We said no Fridays. Like, we created flexibility around an unforeseen circumstance. 2021 came and people were getting back on their jobs, right? Like, they bringing them back to school. August came around and everybody came back to school.
Right.
So that's why it happened. I'm just now in the space because I told you before, when I was going through this transformation, going through my metamorphosis, and people gave me their worry, I took it on and I began to second guess what I was doing.
Right.
I began to
it
say,
makes you think
it makes
that,
you think that, because they're sowing seeds of doubt, even if they don't realize that's what they're doing, or even if it's unintentional, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna do something, you got this big vision, and I say, you sure you're gonna be able
now
to do
you're
that?
second guessing yourself.
Just watch King Richard, Venus and Serena's story.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing movie. And in it, Venus was being interviewed. She was about to play like her first major match in 3 years of not even playing matches, right? Because her father wanted her to focus on being a child.
All right.
The interviewer is like, you think you'll be able to beat this opponent? And she was like, I know I can beat her. And he was like, are you sure? Like, you haven't played a match and da-da-da-da. She was like, yeah, I know I can beat her. He said, are you sure? The father stepped in and said, she said she knows she can beat her. Like what? Because what people don't realize, especially
When
for
you
young
put it on me,
minds,
it become my own. So don't speak that over me because
speak that
I can
over
do it.
me.
Yeah.
When you speak on me, you speak life.
Right.
You don't speak death and doubt on me.
All right.
No, you don't bet against the kid. But now I can say to me, you, Keontae, don't bet against the kid. You know what you're capable of. It don't matter who's sowing seeds of what.
Right.
If they stay with the worry and the doubt, you just don't go around them too much.
Right.
Too easy. Because I know I'll take in and take on somebody else's energy.
And I just did a video about accepting change and accepting changing the people that surround you, because sometimes in order to fully gain freedom, you have to be free.
Girl, I'm the motherfucking goddess of change.
Right.
Literally, my spirit animal is a phoenix.
Right.
Dies and rises